Mexico. But South Korea, the Taeguk Warriors, are in this group, and they're a familiar foe for Australia. Dare I say, probably historically the greatest Asian side. Since '86, they've made every single FIFA World Cup, and they continue to reach new heights. Matt, you played over there and had a really successful time in your career playing in South Korea. What were some of your favorite memories and I guess adapting to life living over there?
Yeah, honestly, I just loved my whole time in Korea. It was just highlights for me in my football career. I made the Socceroos from playing over there as well. But yeah, just the culture and learning about how they do things there and how the players sort of just get on with things. Like, you know, you could tell them you're doing 5 sessions tomorrow and they'd be like, all right, no worries.
Yeah.
Like, they just, you know, respect the coaches. And that's how their mentality is on the pitch as well, you know. Like, I really enjoyed it because, like, that's my type of game, you know. I love playing in Korea, I like fighting for games and you know, it's obviously, you know, our team as well, being a Suwon player, we had a lot of fans, good fan base over there, and everywhere we went, there was fans following us.
I mean, you were at the last World Cup in Qatar working for SBS. That was very much the group of death, wasn't it? They got out of that group ahead of Uruguay and Ghana, who went home early.
Yeah, it surprised me. I knew about Korean football and the physicality, but the fans were incredible. Like something you would see at a ground in Europe or in South America, constant like jumping, and they were incredible. But then also the fans are super respectful as well. They're so nice. Like, they're not intimidating at all. And that's the beauty of Asian football, Claude, is that the styles of football are so diverse that there isn't a uniform Asian way of playing football. Japan play totally different to Korea. Korea play totally different to Australia. And then you have the Arab countries as well. But this Korean team, they came in last World Cup, and I think they're doing it at this World Cup as well. They seem to do it. You mentioned it. In terms of Asia in the last 4 decades, they're the most consistent at making World Cups, but every single World Cup, no one speaks about them. Like, no one speaks about them. No one ever puts them in the dark horse.
Write them off a bit, don't
I think
they?
so. They did it at the last World Cup. Like, I'll be honest, I'm doing it a little bit at this one. And you look at their team and you're like, wow, I could see this team going on a run.
I think they've mixed their form. They haven't been as career-like as they've been in previous lead-ups to World Cups in the past. So I'm not quite sure what to expect because Song is an older player. He's scored 10 goals in qualifying. He was clearly their best attacking player. They just don't seem to have the young quality coming through. They've got Lee and a couple of established players in Europe. I'm not quite sure about them at this World Cup.
This is an interesting storyline that I think we're going to touch on in every group almost, Adamo, the twilight of the career of some superstars. We're talking Ronaldo and Messi, and we all hope that Neymar gets called up, and Modric, and, you know, and so many, Mo Salah, and Son.
The greatest Asian footballer ever.
Would you say that?
I would say he is.
Yeah?
I would say he is. You think a first Asian to score over 100 goals in the Premier League. He's won a Golden Boot. He's won a Puskas as well. He's, in my opinion, I've watched him regularly. He is the best.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He's absolutely incredible. And you're right. The under-radar player of this era of like lasts.
Yeah.
It's incredible, and a good team as well. I think he's got a good team around him. You mentioned players that play for PSG as well. Min Jae Kim, who I love from his time at Napoli at the back. It's a battle-tested team.
Yeah.
And it's just flying under the radar though.
Actually played against him. He played at Jeonbuk.
Who? Kim?
Yeah, Kim. Yeah.
What a player!
Yeah.
That one season, Claudia. That one season. Wow, at Napoli, he was incredible.
Went from Korea to Turkey first, right? He made a move. I believe he made a move there, and then he made a move to Napoli. But was he already a
was he always a beast?
Yeah. We played against Jeonbuk quite a few times in that season when I was there, and he was just like, they were so physical, the Jeonbuk team, and yeah, he was really the beast at the back. Like, it was very hard playing against Jeonbuk those days, and he was a beast at the back. You could see like he was going to go on to bigger things. You know, I think he went to China maybe.
Did the physicality surprise you? Because you speak to a lot of Australian players that go over there, and some of them say, "Wow, I didn't think it would be that physical."
I think when I was at Sydney FC, we played a few times against. We actually played against Suwon when I was at Sydney. So there was a few games that we played against Korean opposition, and you could tell that that's their style of play, and that's why I was like, I need to go there. It'll suit me, yeah. So I think the Korean style is very different to like you said, the Japanese, but they always get results against the Japanese teams, you know, and not always, but, you know, most of the time their physicality gets them over the line.
Son, in recent matches, Bash has been starting through the middle, starting as a 9. He's got both Jae-sung Lee on one side from Mainz, who had 5 goals in qualifying, and Kang In Lee, who everyone knows from Paris Saint-Germain, often off the bench there for PSG, but to be playing in that PSG side, champion of Europe, they do play often with a back three, a physical back three with some wing backs. But when they break with those three, they can catch some teams on surprise, can't they?
Yeah, they're very quick on the break.
Yeah.
But just defensively, they've been caught out a little in the last.
Oh,
I think
true.
attacking-wise, they've got that formula right. But just defensively, it's quite surprising because the coach is, as you say, one of the great defenders of Asian football.
That's right. He'll have to get it right. And we spoke about Mexico's defensive record being perfect. This is the complete opposite, you would say, South Korea going into this one. But hey, it all matters when it gets to the FIFA World Cup. Hwang Hee-chan, another great player from the Premier League, usually comes off the bench. That shows how much attacking player, exactly. And they've got that attacking talent. So they should entertain fans at this FIFA World Cup. They start their campaign with Czechia.